Hello everyone and welcome to my new video on this channel Free Code School, where I aim to teach Python programming to everyone for free. So that's what my aim with this channel is, to teach everyone. I mean, like, if you are from IT background or non-IT background, you should be able to learn Python programming from my channel. So this is the part 0 of the Python tutorial series. So like I will have many parts. So this is the part 0. So you will think why I am starting the series from 0, right? Because in programming, if you see, the numbering starts from 0, not from 1. I will discuss about the reason later on when I upload some other videos. I will discuss about that what is the reason for starting with 0. So in this video, I am going to discuss about what is the syllabus for this Python tutorial series and also how to install Python on your system. So whether you are on Windows or Mac operating system or Linux operating system. So I will tell you like how to install Python on your system. And also before this, I have made 2 more videos like Introduction to Computer Science and Why You Should Learn Python. So you can also watch those videos before watching this video, because those will also be helpful for you if you want to learn programming. And also if you want to learn Python programming, of course, this channel is for that. And if you do not want to miss any updates, please do subscribe to my channel. And that will also motivate me a lot in starting some other series also in the future. Also, like, I have a Telegram channel called Free Code School, where basically if you have any doubts, if you are facing some issues with Python, you can ask me there. Also, I am active on Twitter, on LinkedIn and LinkedIn. So the the ID on Twitter is Shivamitra4, and on LinkedIn it's Shivamitra, just Shivamitra. So you can also search me there and follow me and ask me if you have any doubts. And also the links to like all this, like Telegram, Twitter, LinkedIn, all these profiles are there in the description. So you do not need to go and search this on the Twitter or LinkedIn. And also I will request you to subscribe to my channel so that it keeps me motivating me, like it keeps me motivating more and more. So let's first look at what is the, what all I will be covering in this video. So first I will tell you about the syllabus of the Python tutorial course. So basically this is a course on Python or a tutorial on Python. So I will tell you what all I'm going to teach you in this tutorial. Then how to set up Python environment on your system, whether you are on Windows, Mac or Linux. I will tell you like how to do that. Also how to practice on mobile phones. Let's say you do not have laptop, maybe due to some reasons. You can also practice Python on your mobile phones on internet browser. You can have Chrome or Mozilla or any browser. You can practice on that on your mobile phone itself. And also it's also advisable to use text editor for coding. So I will also tell you how to install text editor. So I will be using basically Visual Code Studio. So I will tell you how to install that. Now let's look at the syllabus for this course, syllabus for this Python tutorial course. So first we will start with each of these topics. The video will be of like maybe 1 hour or sometimes more than 1 hour also. It depends on like how vast that topic is and how much time it requires for me to basically make you understand the topic. So I will start with what are variables in Python in my first video. Then I will discuss about list in Python. Then what are if statements in Python. Then dictionaries. So if statements and while statements. Then dictionaries. Then user inputs in Python. Functions in Python. Classes in Python. Find handling and exceptions in Python. And at last, once you are done with all of this, I will solve you like around 10 or 15 problems for you. Those will be very basic problems. So the problem can be print the multiplication table of any number, or you have to tell me like from 1 to n how many numbers are prime number, let's say, right? So these all programs, very simple programs. I will basically I will code for you first, and I will explain you the logic, how I'm getting the logic and everything, and then I will ask you to basically practice around 20-30 problems on your own, right? So I am not going to directly do project here. So most tutorial I have seen, they directly go to projects like building a website or anything, but I'm not going to follow that approach. So first what I will do is, once you are good with Python, once you have you understand the syntax of Python, then we will solve some problems, very, very basic problems, right? And once you are able to do those problems, after that, we will move to like higher topics, like advanced topics, like maybe building a website or maybe machine learning or data structure or algorithms, right? After that. Now, okay, now which book I am using here? Like I am referencing one book here for, whatever I am teaching here. So the book name is Python Crash Course, a hands-on project-based introduction to programming. This is my second edition. So this book you can also get on Amazon or any other site. You can get this online also. So I am basically reading this book and trying to come up with this course. I'm also adding something from my own also, like my own experience plus from this book. Now, we will be following two approach for writing programs. So if we have very small code snippets, like the example you see here, like print hello world interpreter, this is a very small line. Then we will write these lines on Python shell in terminal. I will tell you like how to install this. But if you have some big programs like which have like 5 lines, 10 lines, 15 lines, then what we will go to like text editor, write the program there and then run it. So that's how we will write the programs. For very, very small programs, 2 lines, 3 lines, we will just use the shell and write it. But for bigger programs, maybe 5 lines, 10 lines, when we will go to the text editor, write it there and run it. Now let's look at like how to set up Python on your operating system, where you have Windows, Mac or Linux. Like Python runs on all the major operating system. So you can run Python programs on all Windows, Mac or Linux anywhere. Also, one needs to have Python installed to run Python programs. So if you want to run any Python program on your system, you of course should have Python installed. Now first you should check whether Python is installed on your system or not. If it is not, we will install it. And we will try to install Python version 3.6 or greater than that, like 3.8, 3.7 or 3.6, but not below 3.6. So there are many Python versions like 2.7 is there. And above that also there are many are there, right? But we will focus on 3.6 or higher than that. And also we will also download a text editor called Visual Studio Code. And we will download that and we will also write bigger programs on that on that text editor. And basically we will practice the very basic program here, that is Hello World program. Basically we will try to print Hello World on the screen by using Python. Now first let's look at how to install Python on Windows or Mac. So if you see, these are general commands. I will also show you a video demo of this. So first open a terminal window. This is for basically Windows. This also will work on Mac also, but just that the application on maybe Mac and Windows will be different. But why I'm focusing on Windows now, because 80% I think, right? 80 or 70% of the people, people have laptops, right? They have Windows operating system on their laptops. That's why I'm focusing on Windows more here. But Mac is also very easy. And on Linux, mostly you will have Python installed from beginning itself. Now, what you will do in Windows is open a terminal window, or in Mac also you can do this. Open a terminal window by entering command into start menu. So normally in Windows you will type command, and in Mac you will search terminal and press enter. Then you type Python in the terminal. So once you are in the terminal, type Python. Now if you get a prompt like this, right, in the response, that means Python is installed on your system. But if you get some error, if you get some errors, that means Python is not installed on your system. Also, if you see a version of Python earlier than Python 3.6, maybe 2.7 or 3.4 or anything, we need to install a newer version of Python for that, right? Because you will get some errors, because I will be teaching you some programming that may not work on maybe Python version 3.4, right? So that's why install 3.6 or higher. So the simple way is that to install Python is that go to this website, https://python.org, go to download section, and there will be different sections for Windows and Mac. If you are on Windows, install the Windows version. If you are on Mac, install the Mac version. It's quite easy. After you have downloaded the file, run the installer, it will install the Python. Let me see, this is a video I have recorded. So I do not have Windows operating system. So I told my brother basically to have a video call on Zoom, and he was doing this for me, and I recorded this. So I will explain you this, like how to do it on Windows. But similar thing you can follow on Mac also. Let's start this. So you see in the search bar, just type CMD on Windows, right? So you will see command prompt here, right? Let me pause it. So you see command prompt here, right? Click on this, open this command prompt. Now you are in the command prompt. So we will also just do the full screen here. Okay. I mean, it take some time because it has been pre-recorded. Just type Python here, see, just type Python here. Now it's very small, the letters are very small here. First, once you are once you are in the terminal command prompt, just type Python here. Now see the result, what happens. Okay, so I have paused it here. You can see that when we type Python here in the command prompt, we got this this one, right? The 3 arrows we got. That means Python is installed, and the Python version you see here is Python 3.7.1. Let's try to install Python 3.8. Let's try to upgrade it. You can also work on 3.7. It's not an issue. I told you, right? 3.6 or higher. So 3.7.1 is also fine. but let's try to install. But let's say you do not have Python. In my case, I mean, this system has Python installed, but let's say you do not have this, and you get some errors here, right? Then what to do? So then what you should do is, you should go to like Google Chrome, any browser, go to python.org website, go to download section here, click on downloads. Then you will see that since you are on Windows, it will show here that download the latest version for Windows. If you are on Mac, it will ask you for download the latest version for Mac. Then just install it. Click on download and install it. Okay, now installation is taking place. Download completed. Now open this, double click on this file, exe file, open this and click run now. And in this, one important thing is that this line, right? Add Python to 3.82 path, right? Click on this, right? Put the check mark on this. This is very important. Now click on install now. So it will start basically installing. It will take some time. Here it is very fast because I have forwarded it. And then close this. So now what you do is again go to this command prompt. Again go to this, right? And type exit here. Just exit means you can basically exit from this command prompt, and you can again type Python here. So I think you can use Control plus Z also on Windows, I think, for exiting this shell. Now again type Python here. Okay, but we didn't see any improvement, right? We have installed 3.8, but still my command prompt is showing Python 3.7.1, right? So we are not seeing. So what you can do is basically, sorry, this got forwarded a bit. Okay, so this is not showing 3.8, right? So what you do is you close the command prompt and again open it. So go to search bar and again open the command prompt again. So that's what we are doing here. We are opening again and now type Python. You see now it's 3.8.5 now, right? Basically whatever we have downloaded, 3.8.5, we are on the latest version now in Windows. So that's what you have to do. If whether Python is installed or not installed, you should follow this approach and you will get Python 3.8.5. Now, just try to write a program here called Hello World. We will try to print Hello World on the screen. So see this, how we can do this. So just write print Hello World here. It's quite simple, and it will print Hello World on the screen. I will explain about this line in the next video when we discuss about variables in Python. Press enter and you see we are seeing Hello World printed on the screen. So that means we are successful in installing Python and also running a simple program for testing. Now let's move ahead. Okay, the next thing is to install a editor, I told you, right? So we will install Visual Studio Code. So there is a difference between Visual Studio and Visual Studio Code. So type Visual Studio Code in your search bar. It will show you Visual Studio Code. Click on this link. It will then tell you that download for Windows or Mac. Let's say for a Mac, it will tell you download for Mac. If for a Windows, it will tell download for Windows. Now click on download for Windows. Or if you're on other Linux also, you can do this. I think in Linux also Visual Studio Code is there. Now once you have downloaded that, double click on that, open this. I accept the agreement, click on this, then do next again here. Keep on doing next. And you can also create a desktop icon. It will be there on the desktop. Click next, click install, and in some time it will get installed. Then launch Visual Studio Code. By default is ticked. So now once you close this, it will open. The text editor will open. Now what we will do is we will just create a new file here. Okay, we will just try to rename this file to some name. We will try to save this file. Let's name this helloworld.py. In any folder you can save it wherever you want. You can create a new folder and save it there wherever you want. We will name it helloworld.py. No, you do not need to do anything here because by default py means Python, so you do not need to select anything there. Now we are here. We have named this file helloworld.py, right? Also you see on the right hand side there is the Python extension is recommended for this file type. So what you should do is you should install it. Basically, it is helpful when you code actually in this text editor. So press install, and that will install it. So leave that, and we will also do the same thing. Print hello world. We will also run program from the editor also. So do this. Sorry, what happened? Okay, it went a bit over. Okay. Sorry. Okay, we will write the hello world. We will install this that we did there, and we will write the hello world program. Now just write print hello world again here, the same thing, but we are now doing the same in the text editor. There we were doing in the shell, Python shell. Now, okay, this thing got forwarded a bit, sorry. So, okay, once you write print hello world, the next thing is important. Now how to run this, right? Now how to run this program in text editor. There are different ways, but I am telling you one of the ways. So because this will also help in running any program on your terminal. Let's say if you have saved any program in the file, then what you can do, you can open your terminal. So on your Visual Studio Code, there is like, here is at the top, if you see terminal is there, click on new terminal here. After click on new terminal, you will see a terminal below this code. That's quite useful, right? You can write the code at the up and there's a terminal at the down. Always you can run the code. Now you have to basically see the path here is users Krishna, C users Krishna desktop, right? But if you see in terminal, the path is C users Krishna. So we have to go into desktop now, right? Correct path, because where the file is, you have to go to that path. Now do cd desktop, right? That means we are going to desktop basically. That is cd command is used to go to desktop. Now type python hello world .py. So that will run the program. Now you can remove this or not remove that, not issues. But once you press enter, you see hello world got printed in this terminal. So that's how you run any code in terminal. And with the help of Visual Studio Code, you already have a terminal integrated with this. So just click on this terminal here at the up, press new terminal, and whatever command you want to write this, run the program here. But do remember to first go to the correct path where your programs are, then run this command, right? Okay, now let's say if you are on Mac operating system, you can also use that approach. Go to Google Chrome, python.org, and install Python for Mac. That also you can follow. Another approach is that you can install from terminal itself. So I will show you how. So this is my terminal here. You can see here, this is my terminal on Mac. I am on Mac operating system. This is my terminal. So I will type here Python 3 version. So let's see if I have Python 3 or which version I have, right? So I have Python 3.7.2 here, right? Another way to check is just write Python 3 on the command line. See, I again went into the Python shell here, and here I can write print hello world in Mac also, print hello world. This will also work here, similar to Windows. This will print hello world here. And you see my Python version is 3.7.2, but that's good. I told you I should have 3.6 or higher. Now Control and D will exit me of this shell. Now, but let's say if I want to install Python 3, right? So if you, let's say in this case I have Python 3, right? But if you do not have Python 3, you can run this command brew install Python 3, and it will install the latest version, whichever is there on the Mac, it will install it for you. Or if you have Python 3 and you want to upgrade it, just type brew upgrade Python 3 in this case. So brew upgrade Python 3, you can type it here. So what will happen is it will ask for update first, but I will cancel this. I don't want to update homebrew. And it will start, I think the latest version is 3.7.7. So that's what is the latest version on Mac. So it will start installing that basically. So I'm not going to show you, like it will take some time. So let me cancel this, but you can of course you can keep this running and 3.7.7 will be installed on your system. And the next one, let's go to the next one, installing Python on Linux. So if you are on Linux, I hope that you should have Python on your system, because Linux is mostly meant for programming. And I think you should mostly have Python. But let's say, I will just give an example of Ubuntu here. If you are on Ubuntu, let's say if you have Ubuntu operating system, what you should do is just type here. So I have another shell here. So let's type Python version here. It tells me the default one is 2.7.17, right? That is the default one. Try to type Python 3. This is the default Python version. Type Python 3 here. So my version here is 3.6.9, right? This is the Python in Python 3. This is the latest version I have on my Ubuntu here, right? Again, I can also do again here print hello world, and this will also print hello world here, right? Quite simple. And I will press Control D to exit from there. Also, you can use the exit command also, like I will show you example. So just write exit command. This will also exit you from that cell, right? Both you can do. But if you want to, let's say, go to higher version like 3.8, you can do sudo apt get install Python 3.8. So this should work, I think. Yes, it is asking for permission from me and it will install Python 3.8 if I give the permission here. Yeah, I think it should basically, it will take some time, but I think it will basically install Python 3.8 on my system. But yes, it will take some time here. So let me wait and check if it does. So this is done, installation is done. And let me clear this screen and let me type Python 3 again here. It's again 3.6.9, right? It's not taking the latest one. But again, there is a way here. Type Python 3.8. See, we went into Python 3.8.0 here. So just because by default, when you are typing Python 3 here, it is going to Python 3.6.9 by default. So what you can do is type Python 3.8, then it will take you to the Python 3.8.1. So that's quite easier in Linux also. But you should have 3.6 or higher. So you should, even if you do not want to install 3.8, it's okay. So this is on Python basically. So on Linux system. Also, if you want to practice on mobile phone, you can also do that. How you can do that? Let's say this is on my desktop, but let's go to your mobile, open Chrome or Mozilla Firefox, anything. Basically go to Chrome, type REPL, do this on your mobile phone. I am doing this on my laptop, but you can do on your mobile phone. Type repl.it, this website, right? This is repl.it, that's the spelling for this. Now click on start coding here. Then select Python here. Then press create REPL. Then it will take you to both. Here you will have both. You will have a text editor, and also another thing is that by default the files will not be saved. But you can log in here, you can sign up here, and in that case all the files will also get saved here. So I have text editor also here. I have the shell also here, right? So let me just put my video up. Okay. So of course you have the shell here, right? So you can write print, and the Python version here is 3.8.2 in this website. So type print hello world. So this should also print hello world here. If you want to clear the screen, there is a cross here at the end. Press this. The screen will be cleared and press enter here again, and you are again in the shell again here. Similarly, you can do this in this editor also, text editor also, right? Print hello world. They're giving some suggestion, but I will try print hello world, and this is the enter here. Click on this. See, it printed hello world here on this right hand side. So that way also you can do. Basically, this is your editor here and this is your terminal here. And also you can either code in terminal also if you have short code, but if you have like 10 or 15 lines program, you can write in this main.py here and run it by using this command. You can also learn on mobile phone, right? So it's quite easy, right? If you do not have laptop, you can learn Python programming. It's not an issue. Okay, so this is all about syllabus and how to install Python on your systems on Mac, Linux or Windows. I showed you a tutorial on how to do it on Windows, but Mac is similar. Linux is very easy, right? All are very easy. And if you have any doubts, if you are facing any issues, do mention that in the comment section. I will surely reply you, or there is a channel I told you in Telegram. There also you can ping me. Also, in the next video, I will actually start teaching you coding. So this was the installation part, but this is very important. You should get your system ready. So in the next part, I will teach you about variables and data types in Python. So that will be the next part. So keep watching this series, and I am sure that you will be able to learn a lot from this Python tutorial series. And if you have not subscribed till now, please subscribe to my channel to keep motivating me. And also you will not miss any videos from my channel. So that's all for this video. Thank you.